In the upcoming week on Beyond the Gates, tension settles over the estate as Vernon and Sharon find themselves standing on the crumbling edge of exposure. Their secret, one they have fought to bury beneath polite smiles and careful behavior, slowly begins slipping out of their control. What once seemed hidden behind whispered conversations and stolen, shadowed moments now feels dangerously close to being uncovered. The entire atmosphere around them becomes thick with nervous energy, the kind that clings to every glance they exchange and every room they try to leave unnoticed. Vernon has been walking around the house with a tightening sense of paranoia. Every sound makes him turn, every question makes him hesitate, and every person who lingers near him feels like a threat. The guilt is beginning to show in the way he talks, the way he pauses, the way he overexplains. Sharon, on the other hand, is fighting the panic building inside her. She knows their secret is too big, too explosive, too dangerous to come out. She understands that if even the slightest detail slips into the wrong hands, their lives will unravel before they can catch their breath. She tries to stay calm, tries to act normal, but the fear sits inside her like a ticking clock. What makes this week so compelling is the sense that someone in their world is getting too close, someone who has started noticing the small cracks. A misplaced item, a hushed argument, a sudden shift in Vernon's mood, a slip in Sharon's composure, the signs are beginning to line up. A character who has been quietly observing from the sidelines begins putting pieces together without fully meaning to. At first, it is merely curiosity, but curiosity quickly transforms into suspicion. The way this person watches Vernon and Sharon becomes sharper, more deliberate, as if they know the truth is hiding just beneath the surface and they only need one more hint to uncover it. Throughout the week, the tension builds steadily. Vernon becomes irritated easily, snapping at innocent questions. Sharon tries to distract people with forced warmth, but her attempts only deepen the suspicion around her. The pressure between them grows, turning their private conversations into rapid arguments about who saw what, who heard what, and who might be following their trail. Each day feels like a tightening noose, with their secret trapped at the center. The possibility of discovery hangs over every scene like a storm cloud waiting to open. It is no longer a question of if someone will uncover their secret. It is when. Every moment shows how close the truth is to breaking free, how close someone in their circle is to finally knowing the full, dangerous reality of what Vernon and Sharon have been hiding. And once the truth comes out, the fallout has the potential to shatter not only their lives but the entire household around them. The week unfolds with subtle clues, emotional outbursts, accidental slip-ups, and silent observations, all leading to a rising sense that the secret is on the verge of exposure. Beyond the Gates promises a gripping, suspenseful stretch of episodes as Vernon and Sharon struggle to protect their dangerous truth, while someone inches closer to uncovering everything. The week unfolds with a shifting emotional landscape at the estate, beginning with a subtle but powerful change between Eva and Isaiah. What starts as quiet, cautious interaction slowly becomes something more meaningful, something that surprises them both. Eva has been guarded for a long time, keeping her emotions tucked away behind her composed demeanor, especially after everything she's suffered. Isaiah, with his patient presence and steady calm, becomes the one person who can reach past her walls without forcing anything. As the days move forward, they share moments that are small on the surface, simple conversations, exchanged glances, soft confessions, but those moments carry a deep warmth. The bond forming between them doesn't feel rushed or dramatic. It feels natural, steady, and grounding, something both of them desperately need in the chaos of the house. Whether they realize it or not, this growing connection becomes one of the most stabilizing forces in the estate during a week filled with conflict. That conflict erupts most fiercely between Kat and Martin. Their feud, which has been simmering for weeks, finally intensifies to the point where neither of them can pretend it's manageable anymore. The tension between them becomes impossible to ignore. Every interaction turns sharp, every conversation becomes a confrontation. What began with misunderstandings has evolved into something fueled by wounded pride, hidden resentment, and a long chain of unresolved issues. Kat refuses to back down, driven by a mix of frustration and principle, while Martin becomes more aggressive in defending his own stance. Their feud spills into rooms, interrupts conversations, and forces others in the estate to watch as the situation grows uglier by the day. The emotional weight behind their words grows heavier, revealing just how deeply both of them have been hurt by the past. Their bitterness becomes a storm hovering over the estate, sucking everyone into its gravity as the week progresses. In the middle of all this turmoil, Leslie reaches her breaking point. The emotional exhaustion she has been carrying finally shows itself in every part of her behavior. She has been the silent backbone for many, always offering help, always trying to keep the peace, always putting others' needs before her own. But the constant pressure, the constant demands, the constant chaos of the estate begin taking a toll she can no longer hide. Leslie finds herself struggling to keep up, unable to hold back tears as quickly as she used to, unable to mask her pain with forced smiles. The spoilers reveal that she faces moments where she feels empty, drained, and unable to continue being everyone's support system. Her exhaustion becomes so visible that even those who rarely notice emotional shifts begin to see how much she's been holding inside. It becomes clear that if something doesn't change soon, Leslie may collapse under the weight of her own unspoken struggles. This week on Beyond the Gates is shaped by emotional movement on all fronts. Connections being formed, rivalries boiling over, and hearts reaching their breaking point. Eva and Isaiah offer a quiet light in the midst of conflict, showing how healing can begin even in difficult places. Kat and Martin's feud throws shadows across the entire estate, deepening fractures and forcing everyone to confront how hostile things have become. And Leslie's emotional exhaustion reveals the hidden cost of being the one who always holds everything together. By the end of the week, each storyline leaves the estate transformed in its own way, setting the stage for even more dramatic turns ahead. The episode opens with a tense stillness settling over the estate, the kind of atmosphere that signals something life-changing is about to unfold. Leslie begins her morning expecting another difficult but predictable day in the house, still weighed down from the emotional strain of the past week. But the moment the front door opens to reveal a stranger standing in the foyer, the entire tone shifts. This young woman carries a sharp confidence in her posture, an unmistakable resemblance to Barbara, and an intensity in her gaze that stuns everyone watching. Within seconds, it becomes clear she has not come for a casual visit. She has come with a purpose. Leslie is the first to step forward, confused but polite, trying to understand who this unexpected guest could be. But before she can ask much, the woman introduces herself with a revelation that sends shockwaves through the entire household. She is Barbara's secret daughter. Not a rumor, not a distant possibility, Barbara's biological child, hidden from everyone for years. Leslie is left speechless, unable to comprehend how Barbara, with all her power and influence, managed to bury something this monumental. The woman arrives with documents, proof, and a cold determination that suggests she has been waiting for this moment for a very long time. The tension deepens when she calmly announces the real reason for her arrival. She has come to claim her inheritance. Her tone is not emotional. It is precise, controlled, and unmistakably deliberate. She is not searching for connection or closure. She is demanding what she believes is rightfully hers, and she will not leave without it. The room feels smaller as everyone processes her words. Leslie feels the ground beneath her shift. She realizes that Barbara's legacy, which already carries so many shadows, is far more complicated than she ever imagined. As the episode unfolds, Leslie tries to maintain composure, but inside she is reeling. She questions everything she knew about Barbara, the woman she worked for, trusted, defended. The betrayal feels personal, even though the secret wasn't hers. Leslie watches as the young woman confidently moves through the estate, assessing every detail like someone staking her claim. The staff exchange anxious glances, unsure whether this arrival will lead to legal battles, emotional collapse, or a complete restructuring of the estate's control. The shockwaves reach the other